Hi, I'm Stephen Johnson.
And I'm Gene Seymour with ManzanitaMicro.com.
We hope you'll enjoy the following educational electric vehicle video.
Okay, when you get a display head, you have to do some initial setup. The first thing we do is we calibrate the touch screen, which we do by pressing the little arrows like it says. Then we have to touch the corners like it says, and then it knows where we are. Then the next thing we have to do is we have to configure it. We've got this configure button here, and the first thing we'll do is configure the regs. Normally we can use the find regs button, and it goes out on the bus and sees what it finds. And so we'll verify that it did it right, and we can see down here at the bottom that it found, the first reg it found is 1, that makes sense. And then the last reg it found is 24, that makes sense for this vehicle. And this vehicle has a measurement head on it, its state of charge unit, and so we can tell it to find that guy. Oops, no, I didn't say that. Tell it to find it, and now we can check and see that it found it at address 25, which is correct. And we can say OK and scan, and we can see all 24 regs. Now, if we had 100 cells, that won't fit on a screen. So we might have to go to the number of pages and tell it 2. And then, as we're done, we only get 12 regs on the first page, and then we get 13 to 24 on the other one, and we can go back and forth if I do it right. There we go. But in this case, 1 page is fine. Now let's say that it stopped at 11 regs because there was a cable problem when it was looking at things. So we might want to tell it for sure that it has 24 regs. So we would say 24 and press enter. Then we press enter again to verify that yes, this number here is correct. Now if, for instance, we only wanted to look at half of those for a while, we could change our number to 12. It's kind of like being 2 pages. You can see that 12 changed. And then when we go scan, we only get 12. So let's go back to regs, find them again, and see that, yes, it found 24 of them. That's good. So that's basic setup for the display head. There's your 24 cells. Here's your state of charge display up here. If you don't have a state of charge display, the same thing, we can turn that off. There we go. And this is what it looks like. You can see the bars get a little taller, and it uses more space. You can adjust what level you get at the bottom and at the top with commands in the configure area. For the regs, we go to configure regs. Right now the minimum voltage is set to 2.2. It doesn't do decimal points, sorry. And the max volts is set at 4. We can change that to 3.8 by entering 3800. And then when we scan, we can see that things have changed a bit. And let's see, we'd better turn the display on, or Rich will probably get upset with us, with the state of charge. Let's find him again. You can see everything has scaled. So we now have 3.8 as the high voltage, which is really about right for these cells. And 2.4 is okay down there. Really 2.2 is the low. So it thinks here that the battery pack is full, 99.9 is as big as it gets, and it's currently sitting at 83.17 volts, and no current's flowing because we're sitting here parked in the garage. And so you've got your current needle here, and then your fuel gauge meter that goes down that way as it gets used. Here you can see that we put in 107 extra watt hours the last time we charged, and that we're currently at cycle number 34 on this pack. And that gets adjusted when the charger goes through the proper charging cycle with the measurement head. So there you have display head in a nutshell. Have fun.